Hello and welcome to On the Mat with Lydia. That's me. Whatever has brought you to your yoga practice today, you are very welcome here. Today's class is yoga to celebrate spring. So we're going to get right into our movement here. Let's start out lying down on our backs. So when you're ready, come all the way down onto your mat. Taking your time as you lower down, get yourself settled. And stepping your right foot nice and wide to the right side of your mat, your left foot wide to the left. Arms resting by your sides, kind of out of the way of the legs here, as we begin to gently windshield wiper the knees side to side. So dropping knees over to one side of the mat, then back through center, up and over to the other side. Taking this nice and slow for now, just starting to wake up the hips. So as we celebrate the coming of the spring season, this is a time of renewal, right? We're seeing this reemergence of different plants and animals coming up in nature, this reemergence of ourselves kind of coming out of our own hibernations, spending a little bit more time outside, being maybe a little bit more active. So really this is the transition from kind of the cold, quiet, dark time of winter into the more vibrant, energetic time of summer. And we want to make that transition as smooth as we possibly can for ourselves. So when you're ready, let's slow down that movement of the legs, gently bring the knees back towards center. Stepping your feet in once again so that they are in line with your hips. Right foot just right behind the right butt cheek, left foot behind the left. Rooting through the soles of your feet, pressing down through your shoulder blades. Let's take a big breath in to sweep the hips up towards the sky. Gently lengthening your tailbone towards your heels as the back of your head gently presses into the earth. Let's take another inhale here with the hips lifted. As you exhale, gently lower down, coming back to the mat. Let's do that again. Inhale to rise into your bridge pose. This time with the option to sweep your arms straight back behind you. And as you exhale, hips lower down, arms come by your sides. Let's flow with the breath here, inhaling to rise. And exhaling to lower. No need to rush this here. Really find that flow of your breath and follow it with your movement. Beautiful. Let's take 2 more rounds here. Feeling that connection to the earth through the feet, through the upper arms. Feeling this freedom through the spine as you lift and lower. And the next time that you land down on your mat, rooting down through the tailbone, arms by your sides. One leg at a time, draw your knees towards your chest and wrap yourself up in a nice big hug. Might even feel nice to take a little rock side to side or some circles with the legs, kind of massaging out the low back. Getting ready to emerge from this kind of slumber of winter and really get going, get energized as we move into spring and summer. So when you're ready, hands come to the backs of your thighs. Take an inhale to curl your head and shoulders up, nose towards your knees. Feel your belly hug in on your exhale, and then slowly take a little rock forward and back. Maybe do that a couple times if that feels fun for you today. Eventually landing yourself in an upright position and then moving to your hands and knees. So just passing through all fours here today, spreading your fingers wide, bring your hands a little bit in front of your shoulders. Tuck your toes behind you when you're ready and press the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Let's bend the knees quite a lot here for today. And alternate dropping your heels down into the earth. So finding this kind of pedaling motion through the legs, shifting your weight, feeling that stretch. Waking up your body, waking up through the legs, the hips, the spine, the arms, the shoulders. Getting everything ready to go. And let's take another inhale right here. Nice, slow, smooth exhale. Beautiful, nice deep bend of your knees as you look forward. Take a walk to the top of your mat, stepping up, feet meet your hands until you find a forward fold. Once again, rooting down through your feet, bending through your knees. Perhaps taking a moment to hang heavy and sway side to side here. And let's take another full breath in. Complete breath out. Then sliding your hands up to hold onto the backs of your thighs. With an inhale, rise up to standing. Take it slow, lifting up from the earth, eventually finding your mountain pose. Beautiful. I'm just going to turn to face you here as we root down through the soles of the feet, lifting up tall through the crown of the head. Let's take a few big breaths here all together. As you inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms out and up, maybe look to the sky. As you exhale, let the arms go wide as you lower them down. Again, bend your knees, make it big as you inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, release your arms down. 3 more times, inhale, big sweep to the sky. Exhale, lower. 2 more, you got this. Inhale. And exhale, building up this energy as we inhale, big sweep of the arms. And exhale, release down. Now this time as you inhale, please sweep your arms to the sky. Let's grab hold of that right wrist. And as you exhale, reach up and over for a side body stretch. Gorgeous, anchoring through that right foot, lifting through the right side ribs. Let's take another breath in and breath out. Inhaling back up through center, this time gripping onto the left wrist. Exhale, reach up and over, feel that stretch through your left side. Rooted through the lower body, lifted through the upper body. Let's take a full breath in. Slow and steady breath out. Inhale draws you back up to center, reaching tall. As you exhale, hinge from your hips, fold it forward. Come on down. Now with your next inhale, let's find a halfway lift. So hands meeting your thighs or your shins as you draw your spine long. With your next natural exhale, let your knees bend and release over your legs. Let's bend the knees enough that fingertips can find the mat, and then shift some weight into that right foot. Step your left foot back behind you. Drop your left knee to the mat in a low lunge. Hips are nice and square, so pointing straight forward in line with those right toes. Take your next inhale to hug your hips in and lift your chest up. Maybe arms reach for the sky. With your exhale, hands float right back down to frame that right foot. As you inhale, lift that back knee. Let's get ready to step back. As we exhale, right foot meets the left, downward facing dog. Inhale takes you forward to your plank. For this first one, let's drop the knees. Why not? Pushing through your hands, lifting your heart, take an inhale. Exhale, elbows hug in as you lower yourself down. Anchor through your pelvis as you inhale and rise through your heart, just a baby cobra. As you exhale, gently release down. Inhale, press yourself up through that kneeling plank. Let's tuck the toes once again. And with an exhale, send those hips back to downward facing dog. Now inhale to sweep your left leg behind you, 3-legged dog. Exhale, use the strength of your core to help you as you bring that left foot forward. Step it in between your hands. Back knee gently lowers down as you wiggle your hips, landing into your low lunge. With an inhale from the ground up, rise into that low lunge shape. As you exhale, gently flutter the hands down, release. Inhale to lift that back knee, look forward. So as you exhale, you can step right foot to meet your left, bowing down into your forward fold. Inhale for that halfway lift. And exhale to fold. As you inhale, rise all the way to standing. Maybe the arms want to sweep towards the sky. And exhale, hands come down through heart center, mountain pose. Awesome, let's keep it going. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips to the mat, let those knees bend. This time stepping your right foot behind you. Gently lower your right knee down. You know where we're going here. Inhale into your low lunge, rising tall. This time as you exhale, bend your elbows back, lift your heart. Let's find a little back bend here. Inhale, lift you straight back up to the sky. As you exhale, hands come down, frame your left foot. Lifting your back knee, let's inhale here, get ready to step back with your exhale, finding your downward facing dog. Now as you inhale, shifting your weight forward to your plank. This time your choice whether the knees want to drop down or stay lifted. Let's take another breath in right here. As you exhale, lower yourself all the way to your belly. Take your time. Inhale, rise your heart for baby cobra. Maybe this time lift a little higher towards your cobra. And exhale, gently release your forehead down. Inhale, pressing up through all fours, tucking your toes. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Now bring some weight to that left leg. Take an inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, draw that right knee forward towards your nose as you step forward, dropping your back knee down into a low lunge. Hugging your hips, your navel, let's take an inhale to rise the arms up. This time as you exhale, find those cactus arms, little baby back bend. Inhale, reaching for the sky once more. And exhale, hands float down. You got it. Inhale, lifting your back knee, looking forward. Exhale, step up into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold forward. Inhale, slowly rise, coming up to stand. Maybe the arms reach up. And as you exhale, release your hands down through heart center. Let's pause here for a moment. Take a breath in and breath out. Take stock. Notice how you feel as you breathe in and breathe out. Then we're going to keep this energy flowing. So as you inhale next, take a sweeping of the arms up towards the sky. And exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale for your halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward, fingertips down. Left foot steps back again as you drop that left knee down, low lunge, our old friend. With your inhale, rising up. As you exhale, hands come through heart center. Let's take a twist towards that right knee. So turning your chest towards your right thigh, that right shoulder is going to hug back as your left side ribs roll under and up. Feeling that sweet release through the spine as we twist. Staying for another breath in And as you breathe out, gently unwind, coming back through your low lunge. Now shift a little weight forward to that right foot. We're going to turn that back shin so that now your left shin is in line with the heel of your right foot. So you might have to kind of pick up that back knee a little bit. Maybe you put a blanket under the knee if that feels nice. We're going to land ourselves in this kneeling warrior two. So arms spread out to a T when you're ready, looking out over that right hand. Let's take an inhale right here. As you exhale, bring it forward, right arm finds right thigh, left arm reaches by your left ear. Nice, turn your chest open, find that lift of your heart as you inhale. Now with your exhale, sweep it all the way back, left hand to left leg, right arm to the sky, little reverse warrior. Now let's take a full breath in. As you breathe out, slowly come back through center. Pinwheel your hands all the way to the mat. And then once again, maybe lifting up that back knee as you turn your hips back to center, finding ourselves in a lunge facing the top of the mat. When you're ready, planting your palms, let's step it back to that downward facing dog. Take a moment here. If you want, take an inhale, shift forward to your plank. Otherwise, stay in your downward facing dog. Take your exhale to lower down all the way or halfway chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra, cobra, upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Shifting weight to that right leg, take an inhale, sweep the left foot up and back. Exhale, knee to nose as you bring your left foot forward and gently lower the back knee down. Squaring hips and shoulders as you find your low lunge. Use your next inhale to rise your arms up. As you exhale, hands come to heart center. Take that twist towards your left knee this time. So maybe that right elbow connects to the top or outer edge of your left thigh. Maybe you hover for today. No matter where you are, feel this left hip hugging back and in to give you some support. So finding this balance here between the strength, the stability of the lower body, and this freedom, this energy through the upper body. And let's take another inhale right here. As you exhale, slowly unwind that twist, coming back through center. All right, that back leg is going to shift now, turning that right foot towards the left edge of your mat so that your shin is in line with your left heel. Arms stretch out to a T when you're ready, kneeling warrior two. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, bring it forward, left arm to left thigh, right arm overhead. Keep lifting the chest, rooting through the hips. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, sweep it all the way back, right hand to right thigh, left arm overhead. Finding that kneeling reverse warrior as you take another breath in here. And exhale to release your hands all the way down to the mat. Maybe lifting that back knee as you shift your hips forward once again, coming into your lunge. Looking forward as you inhale, step up. Exhaling to release into your forward fold. Let's inhale for that halfway lift. And exhale to fold forward. Inhale, root to rise, reaching for the sky. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. One more round through our flow here. Let's inhale to sweep the arms up. Feel that energy. Exhale, fold forward, release. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. This time, right foot steps back. You guessed it, lower that back knee, find your low lunge. Take an inhale to sweep your arms to the sky. Now this time, as you exhale, let's bring that left hand to the back of the left hip. Now, if you're not already there, I recommend tucking your back toes, seeing how that feels for you today. We're going to play around with a little half camel back bend here. So option 1, stay right here, lifting tall, rooting your hips down. Option 2, start to draw the shoulders back, the heart up as you find your back bend. Tailbone reaching down, hips slightly pushing forward. Now again, stay right here or sweep that right arm all the way back, reaching for your right ankle or right heel. Lifting your chest, maybe lifting your gaze. And perhaps that left arm wants to be free here, reaching back into your half camel. Lots of options to explore today as we take another inhale here. Stay for the exhale. Gently bringing that left hand back to your hip, right hand to your right hip as well. Take an inhale to slowly rise, nice tall spine. As you exhale, lean forward, drop that right hand to the mat. Now gently use that left hand to pull your left hip back behind you. As you inhale here, and exhale, turn open towards that left knee, find a twist. If you'd like, sweeping that left arm to the sky, finding your wingspan. Let's take a full breath in. And with that breath out, gently release. Hands frame the left foot. From here, lifting your back knee, let's drop that back heel down, setting up for warrior 2. Take an inhale to rise up, arms to a T. Stay for your exhale, settle in. Inhale here, start to reach forward through that left arm. Exhale, drop down, left elbow to left thigh, right arm overhead. Lengthening through that right side waist, lifting your heart as you inhale. Exhale, sweep it all the way back to reverse warrior. Full breath in. As you breathe out, hands come all the way to the mat, and let's step it back to our downward facing dog. Stay here or inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale through your back bend of choice. And exhale, let's meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step it forward, finding your low lunge on this side. Beautiful. With an inhale, rise all the way up. As you exhale, we're going to drop that right hand to the back of the right hip. So this right hand is helping you anchor, to draw down that connection into the earth, hips moving down, feet pushing down. Then if you want to add your back bend here, start to lift yourself up tall with an inhale. As you exhale, hug your shoulders together, your hips together, and lift your heart towards the sky. Maybe the head drops back if that feels okay for your neck. And then perhaps that left arm wants to sweep back, seeing if you can find that left calf, ankle, heel. Keep the hips pushing forward and down, the heart lifting up. Maybe free up that right arm, sweeping towards the sky. Make sure you're breathing wherever you are as we inhale and exhale. Hands make their way back to your hips so that as you inhale, you can rise nice and tall, head over heart over hips. With your exhale, bring it forward, left hand down to the mat. Right hand helping to pull that right hip back as you inhale, final length. And exhale, turn open into your twist. Maybe sweeping that right arm to the sky if that feels good. Lifting the heart, take an inhale. Exhale, gently unwind, right hand comes down. Lifting your back knee here, let's drop that back heel down, setting up for warrior two. Heel to arch alignment as you push through the feet and inhale to rise up. Take your exhale to settle in. Inhale, rooted in your warrior two, starting to reach forward. So as you exhale, you can drop down to that side angle pose. Still pushing through the feet, finding that strength, that stability as you inhale here. Exhale, reach it up and back, freedom through the heart as you find your reverse warrior. Let's take one more breath in. As you breathe out, hands come all the way down to the mat. This time, stepping back, we're gonna find our child's pose. Knees gently drop to the floor. Big toes come together behind you. And then pushing your hips back towards your heels. Melting your heart, your head towards the earth. Let's find a few moments of rest here. As you release here into your child's pose, I invite you to bring your awareness back to your breath. Finding this flow of your inhales and exhales. Noticing how your breath feels after that really energizing flow we just did. Maybe you feel some shifts in your body, physically, energetically. Perhaps feeling ready to reemerge, come back into the sunlight, into the warmth as we move through spring towards summer. Let's stay in our child's pose for one more inhale here, enjoying the darkness, the quiet for one more moment. And exhale to release. With your next inhale, slowly bringing yourself up, letting your eyes readjust to the light in your space, and making your way to a seated position on your mat. Bringing your legs around in front of you, let's bring the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to open out nice and wide, and lifting up to sit tall on your sits bones here. So lifting as tall as you can through your spine, maybe even rolling the shoulders back and down a couple of times. Let's take an inhale right here, sitting tall. As you exhale, begin to reach your heart forward towards your toes, folding forward any amount over the legs. As we take a few moments here, can you feel your hips really rooting down and back, keeping you really grounded, really connected to the earth here? And can you feel the hips finding a little bit more space, a little bit more openness, a little bit more life here? And let's stay here with the breath for 3 more rounds of breath. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose or mouth. And all together, let's take an inhale to rise back up, nice tall seat. As you come up, hands find the outer edges of your legs. Let's press the thighs towards one another. Planting the soles of your feet onto the mat. Let's wrap the arms around the backs of the thighs, maybe holding on to opposite wrists or opposite elbows. And slowly curl yourself forward, chest moving towards your thighs, chin tucking towards your chest. Holding yourself here for a few more moments. Feeling the nourishment of your own embrace as we seal this yoga practice together today. Perhaps you're even taking a moment for gratitude, thanking the winter season for all that it has had to offer you, all the rest, the darkness, the quiet. And thanking the opportunities for growth in this coming spring. Getting excited for what may be planted, what may grow during this time. And finally, maybe extending a little gratitude towards yourself for showing up to your yoga mat today, for taking this time to really connect with yourself. And let's take another inhale right here. And exhale. With an inhale, slowly rise up away from your thighs. Please bring yourself now to a comfortable seated position, any seat that feels comfy, cozy for you. And if it feels safe, you can close your eyes here or maybe find a gentle gaze towards the floor in front of you. Bringing hands together in front of the heart. And finding one final moment together today to be here, to breathe. And I thank you so much for meeting me on the mat today. Happy spring. Namaste.